Have you been doing spiritual works, or you have been praying and that praying is not working? All the spiritual work you have been doing, you have not gotten an answer. Not that you are not doing it very well, you are not setting your intention very well, you are not doing it exactly the way it's explained, and yet you are not seeing results. So in this video, or in today's video, I'm going to be talking based on what you can do, or what you will do if spiritual works or if prayers doesn't work for you. Sometimes when you go to gathering where there is prayers, people are receiving miracles, people are receiving the answer to their prayers, and yours become negative. So in today's video, I am going to talk based on that. So if you're interested in this topic, if you want to know what to do, if you want to know the reason why something like this may be happening, please do follow me to the end of this video. I promise you, you are not going to regret it. All right, so thank you for joining me. Good morning to you all, and good afternoon, good evening. I'm greeting you all, depend on wherever you're watching me from and exactly when you see this video. If you are new in this channel, my name is Promise, and thank you for joining my channel. Like I said, in this channel I talk about the spiritual tips, how to use natural things for spiritual reasons. As you know that spiritual control the physical. So if you are interested in this topic, please do subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification for always, so you always get my notification whenever I upload a new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much for coming back. So in today's video, I am talking based on people that spiritual work or prayers doesn't work for them. Whether you are just practicing it practically, or you're just praying and yet you are not getting answer to that prayer, believe me, after this recipe, everything that you prayed for or whatever that you did, being the good thing, you are going to see a perfect result on it. All right. Before I go on to tell you what to do, let me tell you, number one, anytime that you are doing any of this recipe, or anytime that you are praying, all right, number one is your faith. Anytime you are doing anything that has to do with this praying or doing spiritual work, and you have a doubt in that particular thing that you are doing, forget about it. It's not going to work. At that moment, you have terminated the energy, you have terminated the power that is behind that particular thing that you are doing. So this is one of the reasons that sometimes when you do some spiritual works, or when you keep praying for a particular thing, you are not getting an answer to it, all because of doubt. Like most of my videos, I used to see a lot of comments, like people will be asking like, oh, are you sure this thing is going to work for me? Okay, let me try it and see if it's going to work for me, while others are testifying. Most of the times I laughed at them because they are just wasting time. At that particular moment, you have doubted the power, you have doubted the creation that created that particular thing, and because of that doubt, it's not working for you. And if you are the type that you believed, yes, you believe that this thing I am doing is going to work for me, this business I'm doing, I'm going to achieve success, this particular prayer I'm going to get an answer, or this particular recipe I'm doing, or this particular spiritual something I'm doing, I'm going to get an answer, and yet after doing it, you will never get an answer. Like when others are testifying, you are not testifying. Please, this recipe is for you. And again, another thing that can prevent you from receiving your spiritual, getting positive result in your spiritual journey or in your prayers, is what we call sin or jealousy. Sometimes we thought it's just minor thing. Let me tell you, the spirit of jealousy may make you not to get an answer, because you are always not happy when good things is happening to others. So you don't expect good things to happen to you. That is the simple truth. A lot of people might not tell you. Anytime you have the spirit of jealousy in you, my guy, it's very, very difficult for you to achieve good things, because you are against the good thing that is happening to others. It's very difficult for him to come to you. Another thing, as a lady, if you are the type that you always commit abortion, you are always You don't understand what I mean? This kind of thing may make spiritual works not to work for you. You may ask me that why, or is just nothing. Yes, this abortion everything is a very, very spiritual blockage, but a lot of people don't know. Remember that grace are different. There are some people that may do it now, it may not be a hindrance to them, but it's waiting for them somewhere. Believe you me. So these are things that can make your spiritual work not work. And again, anytime you want to go for a prayer, or you want to go to a mountain to pray, or you want to go for a special praying, or you want to go for a deliverance, or you want to perform any spiritual activity that has to do with your life, please don't share it to anybody. Don't tell anybody. We human beings are with different kind of spirits. There is some spirit that is in human that when you tell them what you're about to do, all right, even before you do it, they have already terminated it, and you discover that after doing it, or after going for that prayer, you see that others are testifying while your own becomes stories. So if you are doing anything that has to do with spiritual journey, or you are praying, maybe you are going to church, you're going to crusade, you're going to mountain, please keep it to yourself. Let it be between you and your God, between you and your guardian angel. Then go back, and you are coming back with testimony. Now I am talking based on if you are keeping all these things that I mentioned now, and yet no work, no prayer is being answered. Go ahead and do this recipe. Number one, what you are going to do is this: early morning, when you wake up in the morning. All right, this thing is not that early morning. When you wake up in the morning, you are free to talk to anybody, you are free to play with anybody. So when you get to 8, 9, 10 or 7 o'clock, immediately you see the early morning sun. All right, immediately you see the early morning sun. Now you are going to go outside and face the early morning sun. Please don't come and ask me, let's be what of my young people. If you know that is not convenient to you, please don't do it, because a lot of people sometimes they will ask, can I do it inside my house? Can I do it on my back corner and all that? You need to go outside facing the sun, raising your hands, facing the God of the sun. All right, so if you know how you're going to do it, congratulations and good luck. Now when you go out facing the sun, you are going to face your face up to the sun, and you're going to raise your hand like somebody that is praying. Then first of all, you are going to pray to God Almighty. Invoke the spirit of the Most High God. Invite the spirit of the God of the sun, the God that created the sun, the God that created the heaven and earth. All right, the God that created earth and was not created. Invite the spirit, invoke the spirit of God, and say, oh God, I have come to you facing the sun, that as this sun is shining, you created this sun and give it to me for my own benefit. Whatever that is making my spiritual works not to work for me, whatever that is, okay, sorry, when you want to do this, please, you are going to get a money. All right, first of all, you are going to get money, any one of your choice. It can be 10 naira, it can be 20 naira, it can be $1, it can be $2, it can be $100, any amount of your choice. You know that your spirit tells you go ahead to do with this amount. Then you hold that money facing the sun. All right, when you're facing the sun, you are thanking God, inviting the spirit of God. You say, oh God, as I'm doing this thing, let this prayer be granted. Now you start calling upon the sun. Oh, you the sun, as you are shining upon my eyes, as you are shining upon me, that everything that is in me that is not shining in my spiritual journey, in my prayers, in my business, in my marriage, in my career, in my everything about me, whatever that has not been shining, whatever that is not bring brightness today, as I'm facing you the sun, and as I'm doing this today, I am liberating myself. Let the light of this sun begin to shine upon my life. As nothing hinder the sun, nothing will hinder my prayers, nothing will hinder my spiritual work, nothing will hinder whatever I'm doing, my business, my marriage, as anything you want to pray for. All right, now you're going to be praying. I don't know how many minutes you're going to pray, I don't know how many hours, depends on you. Then after praying, all right, make sure you raise your hand and you are facing the sun. Then after you've done praying that prayer, okay, now that money that you did that thing for, the money that you are holding is kind of like a sacrifice. It's kind of a thanksgiving. It's kind of, how will I put it? It's kind of an offering. Anyone that you will understand. Now after you've done praying, that money, please take that money and go and drop it at the junction. Go and look for any junction. All right, it can be 3 junction, it can be 4 junction, it can be 1 junction, it can be half junction. Don't mind me, but let it just be a junction. Then just drop that money there. Okay, drop it there. But now sometimes if you are living in a way that is not possible for you to see this junction, now look for somebody that is a real beggar. Somebody that is a real, not all these beggars that are very lazy, like they have their hands, they have their leg, they are okay, but because of the laziness they will not go and look for something. They will just look for somebody, oh, this person is a real beggar, give it to. But most preferable, drop it at the junction. Do this recipe for 7 days. Believe me, that spiritual work that has not been working for you will start working. That prayer that you have been praying and you are not getting an answer, you will get an answer to it. That marriage that you did not have peace, you're going to have. That business that you are not succeeding, all right, you are going to succeed. Just make sure you set your intention. Another thing, when you are doing all these things, make sure you set your intention. What do I mean by that? Be focused, don't be distracted, be specific. Some people are praying without knowing what they are praying for, and that is why you don't get an answer. When you are going for something and you don't have an expectation, your mind is shattered, your mind is you don't have, this is the reason why I'm doing this thing. That's why sometimes you say it's not working, because you don't have a particular reason you are doing that. So always set an intention whenever you are doing this. So try this particular recipe for 7 days, and believe me, that spiritual work that has not been working for you will start working for you. That prayer that you have been praying and you are not getting an answer to that prayer, you will have an answer to it. Okay, so it's just very natural. Praying to the sun, like I said, praying to the moon, praying to the sun, like we have been doing, that is very, very powerful and liberational prayer that you can use to liberate yourself. So in my next video, I'm going to share with you how to get a revelation on whatever you want to know. So this time around, you mind where you put your leg into, in order not to contact what is more than what you are passing through before. So thank you all for watching. Go ahead and do this if you fall in any of these that I mentioned, and believe me, your life will never remain the same. Thank you for watching, and I love you, and stay blessed. See you in my next video. Bye.